자, 다들 안녕하세요. 굿모닝. 자, 오늘 3월 27일 토요일. 오늘 좀 일찍 왔어요. 다른 게 아니라 오늘 킹덤컴 좀 불나게 좀 달려보려고 일찍 왔어요. 자, 이제 후반부로 슬슬 진입하고 있는 것 같은데 야무지게 한번 또 달려봐야지. 진짜 내일까지는 요거 끝내가지고 다음 주부터는 좀 다른 게임 할 수 있게 이렇게 좀 해봐야지. 날씨가 좀 꾸리꾸리하네 오늘. 조용 조용하네. 자, 로딩하는 동안 음, 셀이나 다시 볼까? 볼 때마다 새롭거든. 펌프가 오다가도 안 오고 없다가도 생기고. 최신 콘텐츠. 네, 예약 구매 한번 볼까? 자, 뭐뭐 예판하는지 한번 보자. 뭐야? 왜 이래 이거? 이거 어디 들어가야 되지? 신규 컨텐츠? 플레이톰? 뭐야 이거? 아 맞다, 이거 게임을 좀 나눠준다고 그런 것 같아. 오, 야 이거 야 이거 오, 야 일단 다운 받아. 나 장바구니 담아놔. 그래서 이런 게 있었지. VR 게임인가? 장바구니 VR 게임이네 이거. 엔터 더 건전 있는데? 야, 엔터 더 건전 있어. 야, 이건 대박이다. 이거 잠깐만, 라이브러리에 못 담아놓나? 아, 대박인데? 야, 이거는 야, 엔터 더 건전 해볼까? 패드로 하면 괜찮나 이거? 이번에 보니까 그 호라이즌도 준다는 얘기 있더라고요. 이제 곧 2도 나오니까 줄만하지. 자, 내가 어디까지 했지? 아, 울리의 도움을 받으시오. 울리. 자, 나 어제 징역 살다 왔지. 열흘짜리 영상 갔다 왔지. 아, 정말. 이제 그만 걸리자 진짜. 다행히 평판 관련 트로피를 1회차 때 따놔서 다행이지. 2회차에 또 하려고 했으면 야, 이거 망했지 완전.
He's here again. Well, I know. Henry, hey.
자, 울리히.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Faithfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
바로 가 그냥 이렇게? 아, 이렇게 바로 가? 그렇죠? 나 싸우면 안 되는데 어떻게 해야 되지? 울리가 싸게 놔두고 나 뒤에서 구경해야 되나? 어떻게 해야 되지 이거? 자, 아쉽게도 지금 게임 최저는 못 태우지. 큰일 났어. 입구를 찾으시오. 야영지. 저기 어디야 이게? 내가 지금 어디 있는 거야? 완 이쯤 어딘가 있겠지? 내 위치 알 수가 없어. 참.
The answer to my prayer. Just when I want.
그냥 이렇게 쳐들어가? 아니 무슨 깡따구야?
Who's there?
자, 우리 싸운 동안 들어가자. 이럴 때는 가끔은 동료의 희생을 헛되지 않게 버릴 줄도 알아야 돼. 무모한 애들. 아니 적들이 7명이 넘는데 지금 이걸 닥도를 해? 같이 죽을 순 없지. 달려. 자, 우리 빠이. 자, 이러면 되지. 이러면 손에 피를 안 묻히고 올 수 있지. 아니 그걸 닥돌한다고? 무슨 생각이야? 야 울리 살아있다. 뒤에 와있지? 살았다 울리.
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut.
어우.
Please don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You
어떻게,
can't
어떻게.
do that.
I have no choice, as you are aware.
뭐야?
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kabila.
라드직을 별로 안 좋아하나봐. 어떻게 해야 되지?
You can tell your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale. If I let you have him, my own head will be on a spike before the month is out.
I've beaten you once already. Do you really want to try again?
I have no choice.
어떻게 하지?
You could hang up your sword, stop being a knight.
Why would I do that?
Your age. Every morning you wake up feeling more and more sluggish. Day after day.
이 아저씨랑 싸우고 싶지
more
않은데.
grey hair and losing your strength. If you'd been a few years younger, you'd have carved me up. But now, if even a brat like me can trounce you, that's probably the Lord's way of telling you to find a new line of work. It's time to look the truth in the eyes. You've grown too old.
Yeah, it's true.
성공.
I feel it in my bones.
성공.
But what am I to do?
나이스.
I'll wager you've enough money to live on. Or you can enter the monastery and do penance for your sins.
Exchange steel for sackcloth. There is no peace for a man like me, except in death.
As you wish.
Farewell, Henry.
그냥 가네요.
Auf Wiedersehen.
됐다. 야, 안 싸우고 끝났다. 나이스. 자, 이제 이놈을 어디가 불이 나게 뛰어가네. 이놈을 어찌할꼬 이걸.
Please, please. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go.
됐다. 체포 성공. 밖에 있는 도적들은 그냥 무시하면 되는 거였네. 그치?
Let's go. Master Fayfar is very keen to meet you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Ratte.
라타이.
In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
다시 싸서 하고. 뭐 할만한 퀘스트 없나? 아, 다시 라타이. 요거 하고 갈까? 아, 뭐 없나 이거? 자, 스칼리츠의 신부를 찾으시오. 요거? 스칼리츠의 신부. B는 뭐야? 아, 보이체. 이거 레드치코 옆이지? 맞나? 레드치코 옆에. 요것도 갖다 와야겠다, 이거. 파란 색깔 A. 사이먼 신부? 이게 어디야? 나 지금 여기 있지. 교회 건물이지, 교회 건물. 열심히 소매치기 해가지고 아, 다시 먹을 거 좀 구해봐야지. 여기?
Well, I never. You've no business here. Clear off.
Father, I'd like to speak with you one more time about your return.
I already told you, I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you feel any...
That's some...
No, it's not.
Haven't you seen how they...
The humans are...
I am...
평판하라. 아 돈을
What if they...
My boy, my boy.
I know.
So that's
결국 돈인가? 결국 돈이야? 야 안돼 안돼 안돼.
your kind.
됐어 임마.
Take care.
결국 돈이구만. 됐다 됐어. 자 라타이까지면 또 꽤 긴 거리인데 노프리나게 출발해볼까? 이럴래 빠른 이동이 있으면 참 좋은데.
vegetables, fruit, apples. Coming right up.
God be with you.
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately, sure enough. But that can change quicker than you know.
People say that you get help from a lucky charm.
Is that not allowed?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
I could use a paw like that myself.
Then go to the knacker. I'm sure he'll get
청소부?
I'd like to try that luck of yours. Let's play for your talisman.
good. As you wish. My talisman against your groschen.
아 100그로션? 한판 해보자.
Sure.
설마
No
지겠냐?
point in it otherwise.
Sure. Farewell.
자 줄어드는 주사위 뭐야? 요거? 이거 뭐지? 베타 주사위 한 번도 안 써봤는데? 도박에 이 주사위를 쓰는 것을 꺼려한다. 이렇게만 해보자. 뭐.
Your fame pursues
나 천상의 주사위 있었거든.
you,
근데
but you won't get the
뺏겼나보다.
better of me.
어? 나이스. 나이스. 에이 야이 뻥치시네 이것도. 야 사기치지 마.
This'll be the one.
말도 안 돼. 야 이 사기치지 마 이 나쁜 놈아.
We'll see.
아 안 돼.
That's it.
설마 한 턴 만에 끝나는 거 아니지? 아 이게 뭐야? 잠깐만.
Your turn.
와. 만만치 안 되고 1 3개? 4 3개? 이렇게 가 그냥? 아 이것도 적은 점수가 아닌데 원래. 제발 제발 꽝. 제발 그만 그만. 와 운도 좋아. 자 꽝. 안돼.
This'll be the one.
아, 제발 제발 그만. 와 끝났다. 말도 안 돼. 졌네. 야, 내 100그루션.
It seems
No.
이 새끼 이거 사기꾼이네 이거. 아 이거 훔치고 싶은데 이거. 보는 눈이 너무 많아. 은신 은신 은신. 내가 그냥 갈 줄 알았지? 어림도 없다 이놈아. 다 뺏어갔고요. 나이스.
What's going on there?
됐어. 나시가 임마. 돈 그대로 돌려받았다. 자, 고양이 발. 됐어. 홀수 주사위. 자, 돌팔이. 돌팔이가 주로 어디 있었지?
Dave?
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid! Splendid!
A bra. So, about
Not so fast. There's one more.
what thing?
A shroud.
A shroud?
Yes!
I'm just supposed.
Christ, no.
And does it matter?
It needs to be someone who lived.
Right.
His family is.
And who was?
I know only a little. Good luck to you.
방금 그 교회 안에 있었지, 시체가. 그건 나중에 하고. 자, 라타이. 불이나 또 가보자.
Yeah. Yeah.
여기지 지금. 저 오른쪽으로? 이거 금방 가는데 레드 쪽까지? 금방 가네 이쪽으로 하면.
Yeah.
길 따라 쭉 가면 돼.
Yeah.
뭐야. 깜짝아. 도적인 줄 알았어.
Yeah.
아, 나 여기 있는 거지, 여기. 어? 쭉 가면 돼. 길 따라 또.
Yeah. Yeah.
야, 근데 플레이의 톰 게임을 쭉 보니까
Yeah.
괜찮은 게임이 좀 보이네. 야, 엔터 더 건전 해볼까? 자, 여기서 야영지가 앞에 있고 밑으로 이쪽으로
Yeah.
야, 이거 뭐야 그것도.
Yeah.
어우, 근데 이 시대의 사람들 이렇게까지 해야 됐나? 자, 레드치코. 자, 여기서 이제 그 수위를 나눠줘야 하는 곳이 어디였지? 어디더라? 위치를 모르겠다. 수위가 아니라 서포트였지. 이거 어디야? 라타의 오른쪽인가? 아, 잠깐만, 이거 어디야? 왜 마킹이 없지? 파란 색깔. 파란 색깔 A. 어디야? 없는데? 야, 이거 다 어디 갔어? 파란 색깔 여기 어디 갔어? 여기 아니야, 여기? 자, 레드치코에서 내려와서 동쪽으로 쭉 가야 돼. 아, 근데 이거 표시가 안 되냐? 어이. 왜 맵에 표시가 안 돼?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
아예 눈치 못 채네.
Yeah.
나 이거 소매치기 달인인데? 절대 안 걸려. 자, 방앗간지기 치기 이쪽이요. 여기? 이거는 그냥 참고. 뭐야, 여기 뭐야, 이거 운동 뭐야? 어이. 야, 이게 어디 있을까? 내가 지금 어디 있는지 모르니? 그치?
What in God's name is he up to?
아, 먹을 거 많다. 됐어, 이제 굶고 살진 않겠어. 좋아. 아, 좋아. 소매치기 얼마야, 이제? 12. 그렇지. 야, 군중제험 가자. 그냥 군중제어 가자. 동무? 야, 흥미로운 장소 떴는데 여기. 내가 어딘지 알 수 있지. 여기라는 거지, 여기. 자, 북쪽으로 다시.
Yeah.
길이 왜 이래, 이거. 야. 야, 길이 왜 이래?
Yeah.
어유.
Better not going any further. I might drown.
자, 여기다. 정신 차리자잉.
Yeah.
아니 뭐야? 야, 이거 이게 뭐야? 야짜. 못 올라가니 이거? 아, 나. 어딨어? 자, 이 아저씨 어딨어? 어디야? 아니, 이렇게 왔으면 퀘스트가 표시가 돼야 되지 않나? 왜 마킹이 안 되지? 여기 맞잖아. 빨간색 A. 아, 내가 체크를 안 했네. 나 체크를 안 해놨네.
I've done as you are.
Excellent, Henry. I look forward to the latest.
Have you got any more jobs?
Of course, you're just in time.
매우 예드.
I could do with a horse.
No, that's no mean feat.
As well I know.
순말 한
Steal
필.
that horse for you.
Don't worry. Good luck to you.
늙은 놈은 안 된다. 아, 이거 너무 위험하지 않니? 저거 1회차 때 못했어. 내가 1회차 때 메어헤드 중독 때문에 말이 다 폐사했잖아. 진행이 안 되더라고. 그래서 2회차에도 안 하려고. 궁금하지도 않고 이유 전개가. 야, 저 훔쳐가지고 여기까지 또 뛰어와야 되잖아. 그 말 타고. 안 해, 안 해. 자, 도착. 아니지. 라타에 안 해도 내 방이 있지. 여기 찾아 해도.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir. May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Scallops?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
자, 열쇠가 여기. 자, 온 김에 약초 싹 다 팔아야겠다. 어이? 대점 준비 중? 어이? 아직도 안 일었어? 좀 더.
Good day to you.
I'd like to discuss. Satisfied? You.
Seen.
Through the mercy of God, rest in peace.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
As I said, he's doing just fine.
Goodbye. God bless.
Pity on me, a poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
Stop that! Hey! Fuck! A thief!
Hey, you! Halt!
Surrender!
All right!
You'll have to answer for your...
What?
Don't even... This definitely...
Enough!
Good day.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of it's the executioner who's looking for someone. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with him.
Do you know if there's a...
Sure, farewell.
need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
No wonder he doesn't want to talk to you.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
What in God's name is he up to?
Yeah.
Baked goods fresh from the oven.
Carrots and apples. Take today to put a smile on your face.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
Do you really want to question the authority of the Margrave?
I've always been loyal to the crown, but what can I do when the Margrave stole my fief?
That's not why we're here. I don't care about your conflict with the Margrave. It's your crimes against the king I'm worried about. The king you say you've always been so loyal to.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau. that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
Why would Sir Radzig want your allegiance? You're a criminal, and that's how you'll be treated.
Are you quite well?
Good day to you.
You're one of the people...
Well, Alex...
That's... How...
Do you...
All right. How...
You... What?
What would...
I know.
That's it.
May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can hold water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other...
I do. I want...
Not talking to me?
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but...
Fair enough.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me. Treasure, you say? Right, you've got my attention.
Hey, am I
I I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two about the world. I've got... Wait for it. I've got a piece...
Never heard of her.
She was a great queen.
Magical, eh?
No, it's true. It's in the Bible.
I see. But you've only...
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought...
We'll shake on it.
Agreed.
God be with you.
God be with
You're... What would you give?
What could I give when I don't have a pot?
Well, if I get you the job.
I could.
Deal. Are you...
So now...
I heard... And how... I know everything. Not... about...
God be with you.
Good day to you.
You're in... What would you give me?
So that's how it is it?
Come now. I just...
All right. I don't have anything.
Cheap armor.
Done.
Are you true?
Wait.
That's enough.
Take care now.
My respects.
Are you... And what would you give me?
I've got...
Oh, come now.
Mother told me I should...
What would you... Really? So... How... What? That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch over you.
Mother of...
What do you... But, Alex... Look. He's... Oh? No. What do you... All right.
God bless.
God be with you.
I know everything I need.
Splendid.
So,
Just tell me their names and whether they...
Vasil.
Good. Pikmin. I hope...
No.
Well, he can't do two.
To carry water.
So we have one...
Tonda.
The winch.
Carrying ship.
Good.
Cornelius.
To
carry water.
So we have one...
Peter.
Peter. Rock.
To carry water.
So we have one...
Vincent. To carry water.
Can't be done. We've already...
Shit it is. That's it.
Good.
I chose a cook.
Tell me who you...
I chose old...
Glad to hear it.
Master Babe.
Don't even talk.
A torch will help. Your field dry fellow.
Stop!
Where could he have vanished to? Got you. You should have thought twice about... But I was just... you...
Greetings.
Master Fayfar.
Did he?
I do the best I...
That's good, because this is damned important.
How can I help with these,
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity...
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mine?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check... That... I...
You... Why... What... That's...
Take care now.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
Oh. I know Miller Simon at the Sasau mill.
There you are. Millers usually know what's going on behind the scenes. Go there and talk to him. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
As you command, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You haven't heard of any recruiters around here, have you? People looking for armed men?
Perhaps, but I'll not speak of it now.
Why not? It's important.
Because we're in the middle of something.
Come on. Nothing bad will happen if you talk to me.
Perhaps not, but I'll tell you when we're done. My memory will be sharper then.
Right. Christ, it's like pulling teeth with you. I hope you're more generous with your groschen than your words.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God be with you.
Who's the man who died? The one who's lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Lord Potter. He was a respectable fellow.
And how did he make a...
He was a butcher.
Was he a local?
Oh no, we weren't too keen on it, but we soon realised... His wife, Lucy, but he's left two sons.
What are his...
Oh, they're sturdy men. Marks are more open, but don't make...
Thank you. Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk?
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
Are there any problems around here?
Nothing I've heard about.
Farewell.
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you
What's he
cry.
doing here?
Garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Vagabond.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local gravedigger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No, I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's the same one.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full. Farewell.
Yeah. 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 I'd like to learn a bit of everything.
Can you now?
To be honest.
So what am I supposed... Well, never mind. Go to the herb garden, take...
Clear.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? Those plants have their use, but they've no business...
Where is it?
Between them in... Once you've cleared the...
Don't worry.
God be with you.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
What will happen to my family? Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well.
What will happen to my family?
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week, Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power. What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then.
Tell me more about it. All right.
Take care.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. He just needs to sleep. He just needs to sleep. I'm not needed here.
Huh? Shit. What's going on?
I can't sleep again.
You look all right?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing.
Please, help me.
I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. May the Lord...
I'm not needed here.
Please.
Yeah? Where? What's happening?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
I just can't. Thank you. Thank you.
Take care now. He'll be able to get out of this on his own. I'm not needed here.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
Good luck to you.
Shit. What's going on?
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas is is my name.
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you? Tit for tat, eh? Good luck to you.
Choir!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
isn't
Amen. So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is. Doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
And do you have any other test?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything. And this is the toughest task we've got.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine-looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? Good luck then.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Hey! He's here again!
Well, I never. Henry!
Hey!
Good health to you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Take care now.
How are you?
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. Farewell.
Right up. Closing time.
Day.
You wouldn't be.
No. Been a pleasure.
What do you need?
You wouldn't be caught.
No. Farewell.
What in the name? Where are you sticking your...
Thief!
Why are you creeping around like a footman?
Christ, a thief! People! A thief! I see a thief! Gone!
I see a thief! Guard! Guard! Come here quick! There's a thief over there!
Thief!
I'm Carl.
I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He got drunk last night and wasn't able to come with me today.
Such irresponsibility. And you share his guilt for abandoning him. Although, of course, inebriation is a sin. Well, we'll see. Can you read and write?
Sorry, I'm afraid not. I didn't know.
By the keys of St. Peter, what do you imagine we do here? Play dice all day? In the cloisters we read the Holy Scripture and transcribe books, and you come here without knowing how to read? Letter or no letter, I won't let you pass this door until you learn what you should know.
But
me, no buts. There's no place in the Order of St. Benedict for illiterates. Go and learn to read. Been a pleasure.
Do that. Stop. Surrender. You'll have to answer for your law-breaking.
Stop! Hear me!
Caught you. And now, you?
What?
So the thief... This definitely won't come.
All right.
You purged your... And since I...
Look what I've got.
You're the one who's in...
Yes, I'm the infirmary.
Monks so old they can't...
Oh, if that were the... But I shouldn't talk like that.
It's done.
Did you weed the bed?
I may have picked it.
If it's only a couple, I'm going to check with... You were seen... Well... But I was just...
Yeah. Yeah.
here again. Well, I never. Henry!
And get a move on.
Here's the farmer's...
Great, thanks. He'll have a...
I'm always on the lookout for work.
When I worked for the farmer, I took a fancy to his maid. Only she's go and steal the...
What use would her shop?
I'll slip it to someone else, and then tell the draper his...
That's not very nice of you.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Do you need help?
What in the... What are you up to here? Gee, is there something you need? Hey, is someone there? That's odd. Nothing here. Has something happened?
you want something? Jesus. I'm sure I heard something.
Brought you that girl's shawl.
Thank you. I'll hide it in the farmer's bed and then tell the draper.
Who is it you want to get revenge?
All of them.
Is there anything else you want?
One last thing, but it won't be so easy. Steal the tinderbox he carries. It's his pride and joy, and he's always boasting about how...
What reward will...
I'll give you a pair of boots I just got from the cobbler.
The avenging... Bye.
Hey.
How are you?
Farewell.
we do something about the...
Well,
Is this enough?
more. Aye.
아, 이제 여기가 문제네. 시행착오. 이 문맹 상태를 유지해야 되는데, 근데 메인 스토리를 진행하려면 당연히 요거를 못하게 되겠지. 두 개가 서로 이제 충돌하니까. 야, 이거 어떻게 될까? 일단 두 가지 방법이 있는데, 여기서 저장을 해가지고 스토리 그냥 진행을 하고 쭉 진행한 다음에 스토리 엔딩 보고 나서 다시 이 세이브를 불러와서 문맹 상태 유지한 상태로 이제 플리비스라비치를 진행할 것이냐, 아니면 일단 지금 다 스톱하고 플리비스라비치 단장부터 하고 그 상태로 다시 스토리 진행할 것이냐. 분기점이네요 이게. 근데 전자가 나을 것 같아. 일단 노킬이나 동저 이런 이제 머시풀, 자비론자 이런 트로피를 다 따고 그 다음에 다시 그냥 도루마무 해가지고 킬 다 하고 막 그냥 난장판으로, 그쪽에 돈을 벌기도 쉽지 않을까? 그치? 도루마무 쪽이 낫겠지? 오케이, 여기서 그럼 저장을 해서 일단 분기를 마련해야겠다. 글을 어디서 배우지? 세이브 하나 해주고, 서기한테 가면 되나? 방법이 없나? 문맹인 상태로 사사오 들어가는 방법 없나? 소원. 자, 어떻게 할까? 읽는 법을 배우시오. 우지츠? 너무 먼데. 자, 이 마을에도 석이 있지.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wine!
You? What?
Good day.
Do you take me for a fool?
막혔다. 아, 글을 어디서 배우지 이거? 이게 우지츠 말고도 있었던 것 같은데, 글 배우는 NPC가. 그럼 있었거든? 기억이 안 나. 누구였지? 니코데무스한테 배울 수 있나?
Yeah.
Bit of extra coin then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you satisfied?
You said it was finished.
Off you go. Goodbye.
실패.
How?
Come.
What? Thank you.
But
I can't sleep again.
Thank you.
I'm not an egg.
Well, what he? What?
Goodbye.
우지츠까지 다시 가야 돼. 일단 그러면 여기까지 하고 저는 이제 점심 좀 먹으러 가야겠네요. 자, 고민 좀 해봐야겠다. 여기서 이제 프리비스라비치로 쭉 빠질 것인지, 아까 얘기한 것처럼 세이브 아까 해놨으니까 뭐 기점 이렇게 둘로 나뉘어서 갈 것인지 고민 좀 해봐야겠어. 아 돈이 얼마 없거든. 근데 지금 얼마 있지? 3,000 그루시 있나? 2,700. 아 오케이. 자 오늘 오전 킹덤컴 여기까지 할게요. 이제 사사우 수도원에 들어가는데 여기 굉장히 여기 악랄하거든. 자 여기 만반의 준비를 하고 들어가야 될 것 같아요. 자 오늘 오전 시청해주셔서 감사드리고요. 저 좀 쉬었다가 이따가 오후 늦게나 저녁에 다시 찾아뵐게요. 다들 그러면 오늘 좋은 주말 즐거운 하루 보내시고요. 이따가 다시 만나요.